the 16th century, a time of profound change, a period of exploration, and a moment when the modern world began to take shape. This was the era of King Henry the VIII, a monarch whose influence extended beyond his kingdom, shaping the course of history. His reign was marked by political and religious upheaval, but perhaps most intriguing were his marital pursuits. 6 women had the privilege, or perhaps the misfortune, to be called his wife. Today we delve into the lives of these 6 women. The first of these wives was Catherine of Aragon. She was a Spanish princess married to Henry in 1509. Originally the wife of Henry's elder brother Arthur, she was widowed young and married Henry to maintain the Spanish-English alliance. She was a well-educated, devout Catholic and a popular queen. However, after more than 2 decades of marriage and only one surviving child, a daughter named Mary, Henry sought an annulment. Catherine's inability to produce a male heir led to the king's infamous break with the Catholic Church and the establishment of the Church of England. Anne Boleyn entered the scene as wife number 2 in 1533. She was a charismatic and intelligent woman whose charm had initially caught Henry's eye. Anne was the mother of the future Queen Elizabeth I. However, like her predecessor, she failed to give Henry a son. Accused of adultery, incest, and witchcraft, Anne met a tragic end, executed at the Tower of London in 1536. The third wife, Jane Seymour, was perhaps the one Henry loved most. She gave him what he desired the most, a son, Edward. Jane, however, died due to postnatal complications just days after Edward's birth. The king was reportedly devastated, and when he died in 1547, he chose to be buried next to Jane. Anne of Cleves, the fourth wife, was a political match. Henry married her in 1540 to form an alliance with her brother, the Duke of Cleves, a powerful Protestant leader. However, the marriage was short-lived. Henry found Anne physically unattractive, and their marriage was annulled after just 6 months. Anne, however, lived comfortably in England for the rest of her life. Catherine Howard, wife number 5, was a cousin of Anne Boleyn. Only a teenager at the time of their marriage in 1540, Catherine's youth and vivacity initially enchanted Henry. However, accusations of adultery led to her execution in 1542, mirroring the fate of her cousin Anne. Lastly, Catherine Parr, the 6th and final wife, outlived Henry. Married in 1543, she acted as a nurse to the aging king and helped reconcile him with his 2 daughters, Mary and Elizabeth. A survivor, Catherine Parr was widowed in 1547 when Henry passed away. She then married Thomas Seymour but died in childbirth in 1548. The lives of these 6 women were undoubtedly marked by their association with King Henry the VIII. They experienced the heights of power and the depths of despair. They bore witness to a time of great change and were instrumental in the shaping of a nation. They were queens, mothers, victims, and survivors. They were the 6 wives of King Henry the VIII. The stories of their lives provide a fascinating glimpse into a tumultuous period in history.